Hello, I'm Recoded Zaphod, and welcome to another episode from the LyfCraft server. For this episode, I want to get a Hoglin farm going, but I realised that for a Hoglin farm, I need to get Crimson Nylium up to the roof of the nether, and that actually requires Silk Touch. So I think the first thing I need to do is get some villagers over here, and as I'm trying to do a sort of ethical run of Minecraft this season with not, confining animals to tiny spaces and killing lots of passive ones, I think what I'm going to do is build some houses for villagers first, and possibly a house for myself, as I don't actually have one. I'm currently living out of a cave. And then I will see if I can find some villagers to come and move in. So I'm going to have to decide on an area around here somewhere to start building a little village of my own. And I think I want to keep it on sort of this flat area, because the hills are not very easy for villagers to walk around, and as I don't have an elytra yet, or lots of access to scaffolding, they're quite hard to build on at the moment. So I think I'm going to do it over here, and to make it look reasonably nice, I think I'm going to put it out on the plains and possibly towards the shore over here, which I think is good because I think the nearest village is just over that ocean. So I can then bring them across the ocean and let them, let them start living up here. So yeah, I need to grab some materials and start building some houses for my villagers, and I think I might decorate it with a lot of farmland around here, because I've got some little farms going. As you probably saw, I've got some sugarcane along the sea, the river over here, and a little wheat and carrot and beetroot plots. But I think I want some big fields, so I can manually farm this, and of course having it where the village is sort of makes sense from an aesthetic point of view. So yeah, I'm going to collect some resources and get going on building a village. But before I actually get building the village, I suddenly remembered what I want to do is I want to get a map of my entire island before I start building anything on it, and I want to lock it. But admittedly, I have already got the nether portal on here, but it will be, a basically clear island, and I want it fully mapped, and then locked with the cartography table. So you see, I've been chopping down trees and doing some farming to get some resources. I should have a few bits of leather from Hoglins, which, because they're hostile, I think it's legitimate to kill them, even in a passive run. So I guess it's not fully passive. Ethical, that's a word I want to use for it. So I might need to get a few more, because I'm trying to keep them as zoomed in as possible, these maps. And yeah, let's try mapping out my whole island, and I can just ride my horse around. My horse needs a name though. So if you have any ideas for a name for a horse, let me know in the comments. I actually do have a name tag from, I think it was when I was mining. I found in a mineshaft minecart chest, or it might have been in one of the spawners that I found, one of those rooms. Can't remember, but I've got a couple of name tags. So I think my horse might be getting one of those if someone comes up with a good name for it in the comments down below the video. But I'm going to get on with mapping this and locking them in a cartography table, and then I can plan out my village and then get building it. So I've been mapping out, and I've done pretty much everything to the south. The egg is where my current map is, and I've started at the top. But I suddenly had a thought, and I jumped into a test world, and it turns out I was wrong thinking that Hoglins only spawned on the Crimson Nylium. I don't know where I'd picked up that thought, but yeah, they can spawn on anything, which means I don't need Silk Touch, which means I don't need villagers, which means I don't need to build a village. At least, not yet. I'll probably get onto that later, But I think I'm going to finish mapping the area and get started on the Hoglin farm. So while mapping the island, I suddenly realised I have a ruined portal over here, and I haven't... Boat, thank you. I haven't had a look to see if there's anything good in this chest. And there isn't. Oh well. Guess there's some obsidian and some crying obsidian here as well. And some lava. Okay. I definitely should have made my first portal here. I clearly didn't think that through, doing the first portal down at the bottom of the mine when I have a, you know, mostly built portal here. What would I have needed? 3 lava. I would have had to move that out. Oh, I didn't have a diamond pick though, did I? So I wouldn't have been able to move that out. Okay, I wasn't quite as silly as I thought I was. Right, back to base, and I think these are actually the last couple of maps, and then I can go to the nether and start on the Hoglin farm. So I just came through my nether portal, and there was a creeper standing in it. And also, my horse has come through, which is bad but also good because I had noticed that... Was that another creeper? I don't want my horse to get hit. But yeah, I was worried my horse had disappeared because I hadn't seen it. Yeah, that's another... Okay, I clearly need to stop things being able to go through my nether portal. Okay. Right, so I'm on the roof of the nether, and I'm going to climb up with some twisting vines. So if I get the bone meal and do this, it should get fairly tall fairly quickly. And I need this to get right up to the top of the world. I don't know, can I bone meal it while on it? I will go up, see how high it is, and see if I can bone meal it while I'm on it. Okay, this is as high as I can get. Question is, can I get a block on the side of it? I can. Okay, wonderful. I want this not to be spawnable for the moment. And I can't make a button like that. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put a button on it. That'll stop it being... Oh, it's world height, isn't it? Things spawn at world height? I have no idea. And I've just realised I forgot to bring any glass, and I want my platform that I stand on to be made out of glass. Well, let's see. If I jump that way and then jump back in. This is probably riskier than it needs to be. I should probably have something to break my fall as I hit the ground. So I've got in a glass platform. I suddenly realised I do actually need a path to walk over to it. So I actually want a few more blocks of glass, but I can sort it out later. There doesn't appear to be anything spawning up there, so I think because it's at world height, it's not spawnable. But I've noticed I am painfully short on the warped fungus, which of course is what's going to power the Hoglin farm, because they're scared of these, so they'll run away. And then I'm going to have some trapdoors here, and then I'm going to mirror this across onto the other side and have the same sort of thing. And of course the torches, if I get the light level above 11 everywhere on this platform, I won't get any piglins or zombified piglins. And because the whole thing's in a crimson biome, I should just be getting hoglins up here. So yeah, I need to put down the torches. I think... that's 12, so that needs to be 12, 13, 14. So I should check the light levels here. So that's 13, that's 12, and then that's 12 as well. Yeah. All right, so I have put in the floor layers, and these up here have slabs on the top to make sure they're not spawnable. You should be able to see basically what I've done. I've got the warped fungus all the way along the edges, And then platforms, and they're lit up with the torches, so everywhere is light level 12 or higher. And then that stops the piglins spawning, because they can spawn in crimson biomes. And this goes up to the AFK spot. And I'm going to bring you in. I'm bringing you in for this bit because I'm just going to show you the killing mechanism. So I wanted to drop them into this sort of pit, and I'm going to use the soulfire campfires along this side. So all the big hoglins, they straddle 2 blocks, so they will always be in this. But I discovered when I was testing this in a creative world, the baby hoglins don't always, but also I don't think the baby hoglins drop anything. So I put in these warped fungus down here, and these will either drive the baby hoglins onto the campfires or along to the ends and out these little extra bits out to the sides where they can drop down and hopefully despawn, or if not despawn, just splat on the bedrock. So yeah, that will remove them from the mob cap, either by cooking them or by dropping them out. And the reason I've gone for the soulfire campfires is they damage the mobs faster than the normal campfires. I was originally thinking I'd get cooked pork out of this, but the way campfires do damage, it doesn't set the mob on fire, it just deals damage directly to it. So you don't get cooked meat out of it, but that's fine because I can take the meat back to a furnace and cook it and get XP from that. So yeah, that's an option. So now that's in, I'm going to put that in. That way only the baby hoglins could possibly get out this way. And I can remove this, and this one. Right, and you might notice here my pillar up has gone across slightly, and that's because I realised the hoglins could potentially walk out onto this because I put it right next to the farm. So it just steps across here, and this also means I can stand here and look at what's in that chest. So I guess at this point I want to actually try this out and see if I get things spawning. I might have to check if anyone else is currently in the nether, because they might be filling up the nether hostile mob cap. Pretty certain hoglins use a hostile mob cap because they are hostile to the player. And apparently... Oh! I just saw them. They're appearing. And yeah, that one's dropped down. And so is that one. They do sometimes walk all the way across the trapdoors, which is why I've staggered across trapdoors. So they're not at every block, they're every other one, because it makes it easier for them to drop down in between them. So now if I go and stand here, I should see them all spawning. Oh, this is very satisfying. And them all falling down and giving me leather and pork. What are you doing? Okay. I think it looks like he was standing partially on the trapdoors. And because he was then the right distance away to ignore the warped fungus. But they pathed around a little bit, so fell down. And this was a lot more hoglins than I was expecting. I think I might be getting multiple people's mob caps here with 3 of us online. Alright, so it's only been 5 minutes, but I've noticed there's a hog where he shouldn't be. So I'm going to head down, and actually before I do that, I am going to get a shield, because otherwise this could go very wrong very quickly. I didn't bring a bow with me. Now, does this mean it can spawn within the vine? Because that could be an issue. Or did he manage to make a jump? Is that a... I guess if they come off the top, they could potentially land over here. Because this is definitely a half slab. Oh. No, it's not. Okay. There we go then. That was my mistake. Oh, it's that one I remembered to half split up. This one I didn't. Okay. Well, as I'm down here, let's see how much 5 minutes has got me. Oh, wow. Okay. A lot more pork than leather, but that's... From 5 minutes, that's an absurd amount. And like, I wasn't going for efficiency in this farm either. I was just sort of doing something quick and fairly simple. Okay. Or something else I did notice was the baby hoglins. Can I get in here? Right. Weren't going all the way out the end. They were hanging around on this trapdoor. So I think I might need to put this one further, which probably means I need to put this side one further as well to get them to be running away from it. Yeah. I think that should work. Will they want to go there? That's technically closer to... what I could do, if I do this and then that. Yeah. Alright. Then if they're trying to path to this block, they should path across the big gap in the middle. Right. And clearly I'm probably going to need some more storage here. But I actually ran out of hoppers because I spent a while mining to get all the iron for this. So yeah. That's a farm done. I have put all the glass in here and I fixed the problem with the extra hoppers, so there should be plenty of storage now, and I think I can call that one complete farm. And I think that's probably a good place to end this episode. So as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below the video. I've been Recoded Zaphod, and thanks for watching.